Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joe and this is Ohio Wood Burner. Guys, today we have a delivery we're going on, and this is a very important customer of mine. I made a reference to them in an earlier video. This was my first residential customer that I ever had. Not only that, they are the first compliment that I ever received, and they are the first repeat customer that I ever had. When I was at the beginning of my business, I wasn't sure which direction I was going to go. If I was just going to do restaurants, if I was also going to do residential, even if I was just going to sell firewood, I could have gone in any direction. What this customer told me with a compliment that came 2 days after my delivery really put me on the path to where I am right now. I even told him about how important his compliment was to me and how important he is to me as a customer. And I make it a tradition. Anytime he delivers firewood, I give him my best. So on the menu for today, I have 2-year-old oak. This oak was made 2 winters ago, and I've had it stacked, and it is awesome. The majority of the bark has come off, and it is looking great. So this is almost a half cord. I'm going to put in just a little bit of light maple, and that's going to be for him to help with him getting it started. Sometimes oak's a little tricky to get burning. We're going to get this truck filled up, and then we're going to hit the road. Come along with me on the ride. That is a half a cord, and I keep my broom and I sweep the crumbs out after I get to each row. Keeps the garbage off the customer's driveway, and we can load up and head on down the road. Let's go. We are in early October, and my sales have been on fire. I have had multiple deliveries every day, maybe except for last Sunday, for the last 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks. I mean, I am just moving wood like I have never before. Today is this my number one customer, repeat customer, and I blocked out a lot of extra time for him because I stacked this wood also, and I want everything to look great when we're done with this job. So this customer, when I first started, I made that website, and I got a call. My very first call was from a restaurant, and they had such high volume. I almost told them no, but I went ahead and said, yes, I can service your account. And the way I was looking at it, the volume, because they were going through a cord like every 11 to 14 days, I was thinking, I could just do this, and that's like $15,000 in sales, for a year. But I went ahead, that's when I was at that pivotal point with which direction am I going to go with this company. And this was also when I was caring for my dad. But I put on my website that I do residential delivery. And this customer that we're going to, he was my first residential delivery. And I laugh about it now, but if you would have asked me the day after that delivery, I would be giving you a different story. But I was scared to death because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have a clue on how I was going to be with customer service, if my wood was any good. I thought it was. And he was a tough sale also. He called for my price, and I gave him my price, and the first thing he said was, wow, why are you so expensive? And I gave him my sales pitch, and it was all honest, that I spent a lot of time with this wood. It's clean, there's no mud or mushrooms, it's consistent, and it's over a year old. It's real seasoned stuff. He says, well, I'll give you a try. And it was 2 days later, he called me up and he says, Joe, he says, I'm serious. He goes, this is best looking firewood I've ever had. He says, after we got it all stacked, I really didn't even have anything to sweep up. There wasn't even any chunks in it. So that was an important phone call for me. When I saw his number on my phone, I was thinking, oh God, he's going to complain. I didn't give him enough, or the wood won't burn, or whatever. So that was my first customer. And then, he was the first residential customer that ever called, for a second load. So he is my first repeat customer as well. So every year I make oak firewood. I split it extra small and I stack it off to the side and I leave it for him. This load that I'm taking right now is 2 years old, and it was just awesome loading up the truck yesterday. Just dry, the bark was falling off of it, and I am just thrilled that we got a relationship like this, and I give him everything. I give him the best that I can. And we're here. So the ground is real firm at this time of year, and he lets me just back right up to his patio, and we'll get the unloading started. I always bring a broom along with me. Always want to clean up after ourselves. With this unloader will pull everything right out of the back of the truck, but you got to pull it away from the sides. It gets hung up on the wheel wells. But I'm able to reach over the edges. I don't have to jump in and out of the truck. But look here, guys. He even bought my bundled firewood at the convenience store. He needed some for a cookout. There is something I want to share with you. I've noticed the difference between delivering firewood for a living and then having a real job. I'm more relaxed. I remember, when I used to have that daily commute, I wasn't at home. I would drive like crazy to get home because I needed to do this and to do that. And so now I'm working from home, and even though I'm out on a delivery right now, I'm taking my time and I'm enjoying myself. I'm doing a good job with the stacking, making sure it looks good. But I don't have that anxiousness, that restlessness that I used to have working a real job. And I'd said I don't make anywhere near the money I used to make yet. I'm getting there, and I'm not missing it, because I think having a job is expensive. You got a lot of extra expenses with your food, your lunches, your clothes, your gas to drive to work. And now I get up, I'm working out in the wood yard, I'm doing what needs to be done for the business, and then I go out on deliveries and I enjoy myself. I meet a lot of nice people, and it's a lot of fun. If you are thinking about making the change, think on that for a little bit, because it's worth it. But talk about a pivot, guys. You know, I started Firewood because I thought residential sales. Then I became only restaurants. And then I became restaurants and residential. And then I became restaurants, residential, and retail, the 3 R's of Firewood. Who would have thunk I would have gotten into this position? And I had every opportunity to go big, buying big trucks, dump trucks. You know, I'd have had to have more front end loaders, but I went small, and I went with small trucks. I'm able to get into tight spaces, and with this unloader, I can get the wood into tight places without rutting up the yards, and I can hand load these. I don't need a front end loader to load them up. It is just a minimal cost-effective way to deliver firewood, and that's how it really helps me be profitable. It's just, you know, less the equipment and machinery that's going to need repaired, and I'm able to take care of the customer. I keep all the crumbs off the ground, and then just keep delivering the firewood. And this is the last of it. And that is the best half cord of firewood in the Mahoning Valley. This stuff is awesome. So that's the delivery, guys. And now I get to go home and load up and do it again. But I don't know if there's anything else I'd rather be doing. This is a lot of fun. So I'm glad you guys came along on the ride with us today. Please like the video if you get a chance. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We post videos every Wednesday and Sunday. We got our new shirts on the online channel. I hope you can check those out as well. I appreciate all the support that you guys have been giving this channel. It means a lot to us. Everyone, have a great day.